Alright everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Platinum. Today we are doing the big challenge, the Elite Four and the Champion, for one big video extravaganza. Let's just get into it. I've selected this team, because this is the team I think I can get the best out of the Elite Four with. And so I'll just quickly scroll through the moves that I've taught everyone. Most of these are just from items that we've kind of collected over the course of the Let's Play, with a few they've been given items, plus also taught a few moves that we've collected. I had to go and buy Pastoria. You can trade shards for moves. And so I did that for Peaks, so that Peaks could have Ice Punch. So, without further ado, let's get into it. It's Barry.
Hold it! Don't go off without me! You're challenging the Pokemon League, aren't you? That's why I'm here too. Let's see who's more worthy of making the challenge with the battle.
Well, alright then. Let's see. I guess this is our final battle with Barry. Though his Pokemon aren't as high leveled as us, I figured this level would be pretty balanced because we're gonna be stronger than some of the Elite Four, but then we're gonna be weaker by the time we get to the Champion. And I think that gives us the most balanced approach. That said, I thought that he would have Munchlax out right now. Not Staraptor, but I think we can still take a Staraptor out with a level 55 Infernape. So, we'll see. All went smoothly there, and it's good that we now have all that extra coverage with some of our Pokemon moves. Do we send out? No, because it's part Steel type, so we'll send out Shocky. I also got rid of Shocky's Strength, because obviously we've got that on the barrel as well anyway, but also because then we could have a little bit more coverage. We didn't have anyone with a Steel-type move, and I figured that might come in handy at some point. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. And one more Thunderfang should do it. We also didn't have any other move that was better than Thunderfang for Shocky, which was a bit frustrating, to tell you the truth, because it's like I kind of wanted something else, and we just didn't have that. Anyway, let's go back into Inferno, and go and try and take it. I think one close combat could take out Snorlax. I don't think we need to worry. But basically, they're part of the selection as well. I know that we could have put Lopunny or Staraptor in the team, and I think they would have done fine. I don't think that there was really a chance for Lopunny. There was more of a chance for Staraptor, looking through what the Elite Four have. But in the end, I just thought, you know what? With the Pokemon and the coverage that we've got right now, I don't think it really... I mean, there's like one Pokemon where Staraptor would have been the best choice out of... what is it? You know, I think it's 20 Pokemon of the Elite Four, plus the 6 from the Champion, and there was one. So, of 26 Pokemon, one would have worked. So I thought, you know what, it's just not worth it. We've got other Pokemon that are going to be, that we can have coverage for that with, and we'll just do that. And we'll just try and have as much coverage as possible. If there's one Pokemon in 26 we can't take out with a super effective move, that's pretty good, I think. That means we've built a very good team. And speaking of building a good team, that's something that Barry hasn't done. I hate to break it to him, And then Roserade comes out. We might as... You know what? Let's bring out Peaks. Who's technically at a mismatch here, but that's with the poison versus the grass, but that's fine, because I want to use Ice Punch, because we haven't been able to use it yet, and I want to use it. So let's... Okay, just do that then. Do that, why don't you? Alright, well... This is now a little bit more tricky. I'm gonna see what Roserade does. Okay, it just goes immediately into let's use Poison move against Grass type. Well, Peaks has got one turn to wake up. I don't want to actually use any of my potions and stuff because I did buy a lot and we have a lot of money. But I don't want to spend all my money before we get to catching all the legendaries. Because that is something that's gonna... That'll be something. So... Yeah, I think we just sacrifice. It is what it is. And there goes Peaks. Oh well. We've still got... I mean, we could go into Needles. I'm gonna go into Inferno, though. Let's just take out the Roserade. It's actually kind of interesting how the team that Barry makes is... Half the Pokemon can be taken out by an Infernape. Actually, more than half, really. Because Empoleon, I could take out with one close combat, probably, because it's part Steel type. I guess I'm not ready for the Pokemon League if I'm losing to you. Darn it, you watch, though. I'll get tougher and win my way through the Pokemon League, because I'm gonna become the champion, the toughest trainer. Joey, you better not lose to anyone before me. Alright, well, let's heal up, and then we'll talk to that dude. Alright, let's talk to the guy here. Let me confirm that you're qualified to challenge the Pokemon League. So, let's examine the gym badges you've gathered from Sinnoh. Orberg's Coal Badge, Eterna City's Forest Badge, Hearthome City's Relic Badge, Veilstone City's Cobble Badge, Pastoria City's Fen Badge, Canalay City's Mine Badge, Snowpoint City's Icicle Badge, and Sunnyshore City's Beacon Badge. Very well. Trainer, you indeed collected all the gym badges of Sinnoh. Demonstrate the power that brought you here and go for glory. Let's go ahead and do it. I always liked this Elite Four. I think it's one of the strongest, in my opinion. I think it only comes close to... Gen 5's the only one that really comes close to this. So, let's get into the first battle. Hello, welcome to the Pokemon League. I'm Aaron of the Elite Four. It's good to meet you. Oh, I should explain I'm a huge fan of bug Pokemon. Bug Pokemon are nasty, mean, and yet they're beautiful too. Would you like to know why I take on challengers here? It's because I want to become perfect, just like my bug Pokemon. Okay, let me take you on. Alright, we got the first member of the Elite Four to take out, and I don't think it's gonna be that much of a problem. Considering the fact that we've got a big, powerful Infernape with Flamethrower, that's going to cause problems for pretty much every single Pokemon except for one, which we can just take out easily with a different Pokemon. I'm really not even sure we needed that critical hit in there, but there we go. And we already are gaining levels with Inferno, which is good. We still have that pretty much balanced attack and special attack. And there's the Pokemon that we're probably not going to be able to take out with Inferno. So let's bring out Sharky real quick, because we know from our own Drapion that is a Poison Dark type. Not a Poison Bug type, even though it is a bug. So, let's hit the Earthquake. And and that should do it. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Super effective. And now Heracross. So let's head back into Inferno. And we'll just spam Flamethrower again, because the rest of the Pokemon we can do that too, and that'll be the first battle pretty much over, complete, finito. And no more issues from there. I was thinking of getting battle items. I wasn't sure if that would be worth it. But I thought, you know what? I've done that before. If I'm doing a challenge, it's one thing. If I'm doing just a normal Let's Play, maybe I don't want to sit there and spam battle items. Let's just enjoy the battle, instead of trying to set up and then take everyone out immediately. I think that's kind of a trap that I often put myself into, so, you know, I thought it might just be better to do it this way for this time. He is definitely going to heal up, so we're going to go for Stone Edge, because that'll be 4 times effective. I don't know why I didn't just go for that initially, but I guess you kind of do assume that Flamethrower is just going to destroy it. I don't think we needed a crit for that as well, but I'm glad that we got it. I think we've got a Fist Plate on Inferno. I think that's what I did, so that raises close combat, which is, I think, pretty overpowered. But I thought we did get a Flame Plate, but I guess we didn't. I don't know. Maybe there's something that I've completely missed there. But we defeated the first member of the Elite Four. But I think you came to see how great bug Pokemon can be. I hope you also realized what you're up against the Pokemon League. Battling is a deep and complex whatever, he said. I lost to the most beautiful and toughest of the bug Pokemon. We lost because I wasn't good enough. That's it. Back to training camp. No, that was wrong. Anyway, go to the next room. 3 trainers will wait for you. They're all tougher than me. Yes, they are. But we are going to switch our Pokemon around real quick. Because again, I have studied the Elite Four. I know what I am up against. And what I am up against is an old lady. Let's talk to her. Well, well, you're quite the adorable trainer, but you've also got a spine. Aha, I'm Bertha. I have a preference of ground-type Pokemon. Well, would you show this old lady how much you've learned? Let's go ahead and do that. I have the sneaking suspicion that the first Pokemon is gonna be is gonna need something strong, like a Grass-type move. Take it out. Wishcash, famous for being annoying for everyone with an Electric-type Pokemon. Actually, I'm not too bothered about Sandstorm coming out either, because when we switch out into Shelly after we take out the Wishcash, we can we don't get affected by it, which is actually pretty sweet. And Gliscor is coming out. Actually, we probably should stay in for Gliscor because we've got a 4 times effective move on it. An Ice Punch. That's why it was coming out. It's got Fire Fang. Alright. Well, we weren't going to win that one. I thought, oh yeah, we'll stay out. Ice Punch, it'll be super effective. And, that didn't work out too well. Alright, that's okay. Shelly can come out, and we can Surf. We've also got Recover, which is pretty cool. We've got a good amount of moves. I am actually a little surprised that Wishcash was the option instead of a Gastrodon, but maybe it's just too obvious to be Gastrodon because it's the main kind of Pokemon. It's the obvious pick, and so they went for something a little bit more obscure. this is now where I'm thinking, I do have an X special. Because she's gonna heal, we might as well. We want to make sure that we can take out the Gliscor, because it's pretty strong. And I'm assuming it does get boost from the sandstorm as well, which isn't great, but we should live this just, but then we'll take out the Gliscor here, and hopefully no problems from there. Yeah, I mean, we have recovered, but I don't think that's necessarily gonna be a, big factor, although we're probably faster than a Hippowdon, or Hippowdon. But, let's just heal up. Let's play it safe, heal up, and see what happens. It'll probably use Earthquake. That seems to be the main move that gets used. And then we'll go for a Surf and take it out. I hope that nearly as strong as what we had, or the Gliscor had. But hopefully no crits. Oh wow, we live on 7. Jeez. That means that first one was a low roll. That's not very fun. But we take it out anyway because we got that special attack boost. And Shelly gets some good experience in the process as well. Golem comes out. That's, actually that'll be a lot better to take out, I think. I'm trying to remember what her last Pokemon is, because I don't remember that. But we'll see. I'm trying to think of the ground types in this game. I always thought it would be cool if she had something like a Torterra, because it is a ground type Pokemon. That burn isn't very nice, because that means we'll have to use one of our, well, frankly, 30 full restores at some point. Probably very soon, I would imagine. And probably when we see the next Pokemon. But yeah, I'm trying to think. What they tried to do in this game was make it so you pretty much saw every single Pokemon, and that would go into your Pokedex, which I think is a really cool idea. But when it comes to Rhyperior, there we go. I knew it'd be something like that. Alright, let's use a full restore, because this is getting ridiculous with the amount of potions that we're having to use to keep Shelly going. But, Avalanche would not have been the option I would have gone for, knowing the track record of Shelly, but alright, let's go for the Surf. It goes for Earthquake. But yeah, I like how in this game they've tried to basically make it so you see every single Pokemon in the Pokedex. I think it's all except for one, I want to say. I think it's all except for one. And I think that's pretty cool. Well, since Rhyperior has taken down our other Pokemon, and I know that you are a rock type as well, let's see what we can do here. Because I don't want to use all of my items and Pokemon too soon, because obviously the battle with Cynthia is going to take an absolute age to do, and will probably require a little bit of strategy. Really? That just one-shot Sharky. Man. Alright, well. This, actually, you know what? Of all of the Elite Fours, I figured that Bertha would probably be the most difficult. But I didn't imagine this difficult. But there we go. We've taken Rhyperior down. And we have successfully done another Elite Four member. I'm not even going to read her stuff. I just want to carry on. I've never liked her team. It's so difficult. Alright, I need to heal up. Alright, I've healed up, and I've also put Shelly up front, because I believe we're about to meet someone we've already seen before. Yep, here we are. Yo, trainer! You had me counting the days on my fingers waiting for you to come. I heard from Volkner that what you did in Sunnyshore. You managed to light a fire in that guy's heart again. How could you not expect me to look forward to seeing you in battle? You're facing a fire-type Pokemon user with me. Let Flint see how hot your spirit burns. Alright, let's take on Flint. I vaguely remember him from the anime, because I do believe there were some characters that are in the games that will end up being in the anime, and then there's some that you just never see, and it's like, alright, where are they? But Flint is one of them that you do see in the anime. I remember he was quite, I think there's a couple episodes where he was like had frequent appearances, and I don't think it had anything to do with the Elite Four, really. But I'm not 100% sure about that one. Either way, I do like it when, you know, as a kid, I always liked it when you would see someone in the Pokemon anime, and then you'd, you know, pick up your DS and you'd go, and all of a sudden there they are, you know, you're battling them. I always found that really cool. Really? Solar Beam? On a Rapidash? That's unexpected. However, it does mean that you're in even bigger trouble, because now you've got to deal with Garchomp. And I don't think you wanted to do that, Mr. Flint. Although I did just hit Dragon Claw instead of Earthquake, which probably isn't the smartest thing to do. Although that did a ton of damage. I might just go for another one. I'm actually hoping this one is going to be a quick battle, because I know what's coming. And what's going to probably be a very long Cynthia battle. Depending on how long it is, I may have to split these into two parts, because I don't want, like, that long of a video. Although, I think, was it for, in Emerald, didn't I do the Elite Four and it took like an hour? And that was with cuts. So, no, I don't know, maybe. Maybe we'll just see what happens. Maybe some people, I guess some people do want a big long video, and that's fair enough. I mean, it's like, well, actually, it's interesting. It's like with the, what is it, Pokemon, the full-length series ones that I do, the director's cuts, as I call them. You know, you guys love those, because they get a huge amount of views. And I think partly as well, like, with things like watch time, you know, that's pretty crazy. So, alright, his Infernape's about to come out. Maybe that's why they didn't give any of the other people or any of the other Elite Four members a starter Pokemon, because you just don't want to have too many with the same Pokemon. But we shall see. I think this should take out, yeah, yeah. I'm glad that this battle didn't last that long. I'm very happy about that. And we get Dragon Rush. Ooh. This is kind of a useful move, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not as good. I would get rid of Rock Climb, but I can't get rid of Rock Climb. So I'm gonna have to give up on it, but it's actually quite a good move because it pushes out another Pokemon. That's a move we're gonna have to look out for with Cynthia, probably.
Whew. Burnt right down to cinders.
Alright, let's heal up. So, my thought is, Needles is probably going to be our best bet for this next Elite Four member. And, you'll see why in a second. But it is a dark type, even though it is poison. Let's talk to this person. Ah, you arrived. Your time. Oh my gosh, I can't read. You timed your arrival well. I have just finished reading a book, you see. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lucian. I am a user of the psychic type. I must say, you've already proven yourself to be outstanding by coming this far. They say I'm the toughest of the Elite Four. I'm afraid I will have to go all out on you and to live up to that reputation. I really am struggling on the reading front today. I'm not surprised, but also, this game in general, it's a little tongue-twistery. Anyway, we've got the first Pokemon's a Mr. Mime. I think we go for the crunch. It's Stab. And, actually that defense raise is a little annoying, because it will make it more difficult. We may not take out the miss. Oh, we just hit a crit instead. And I think I gave Needles a move that raises critical hit chance as well, so that is going to be helpful. Bronzong coming out, so let's get Inferno back in here so we can hit it with the flamethrower. I also gave Inferno Shadow Claw to help deal with this Elite Four in particular, but also just to have a Pokemon that can do something. That's a bit worrying, the Calm Mind there. Well, let's just keep spamming Flamethrower, because if it does choose to go for another Calm Mind, we should be able to take it out anyway. Yeah, we're all good. I actually thought it would go first, and I'm wondering now why I thought it would have the option to do another move. And that's good, because that is that is a full restore out of the way. Flare Blitz. I'm gonna keep all moves. I don't like the high damage moves with the recoil. It's one thing when it's Wood Hammer that Peaks has. That's fine, but I don't know. I'm more of a Flamethrower than a Flare Blitz, if you know what I mean. I prefer the I prefer the strong move that doesn't damage me than the very powerful move that does. And this Espeon really is going to have nothing on Needles here. That is for sure. And the Reflect's just worn off, so that's great. I think we will actually be able to take out Espeon. Because I don't think we would have. I think Espeon would have tanked it. Especially based on everything else we've just seen. Alright, Alakazam's coming in, which is good. Because Alakazam has absolutely no defense. I should know. I had one in Pokemon Fire Red, and it's a glass cannon! But actually, Alakazam's such a wonderful Pokemon. I do like Alakazam. I like most of the Psychic types in general, the regional Psychic types. And it's kind of frustrating because this game doesn't really have one. Because they rely on basically Alakazam. We're gonna have to go into Shocky here. Yeah, let's hit it with the... Yes, I know you're gonna use Psychic, and it's gonna do an incredibly large amount of damage. Alright. But I know that, this game just kind of relies on Alakazam effectively being the de facto Psychic-type Pokemon. Same with Gen 2. And then it's only really Gen 3 that has any change. I guess we're just gonna have to go into Sharky for this. Alakazam's just such a strong Pokemon. I mean, there's like no point in healing. And that's a critical hit. That nearly did 200 damage. But, and now I've got to deal with a Gallade. Right. And it's a strong Gallade, too. I actually did, on one of the polls that I did, Gallade was one of the last Pokemon. And I was thinking about just how good Gallade is. It's just the Psychic fighting is such a good combination, because it makes it very tricky to find something that will take it out. I think really the only thing that is going to take it out is just Brute Force, frankly, because it's not that bulky. And so something tells me an Earthquake's going to do quite a bit of damage to it. And yeah, I was correct. Though a Drain Punch isn't going to be very good. Okay, it's gone for the Psycho Cut, which is fine, because I think we go first. EQ, take it out, and we'll have defeated the Elite Four, but we still have the champion to go. But yeah, Gallade's a cool Pokemon. I like Gallade. But then you don't really get Ralts in this. I see. You getting past the... it goes too fast. Congratulations, you've now beaten the Elite Four. However, that doesn't mean you're done with the Pokemon League. There remains the champion. I should warn you, the champion is far stronger than the Elite Four. Now, go on, step through the final doorway to the final battle. He can say that again, the champion's stronger than the Elite Four. In this game, you do need that warning. Anyway, let's go and heal up, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, I have decided that Brute Force and Strength is the only way we are going to beat the champion. And so Garchomp is coming out first. And we know that the Pokemon are a bit stronger than us now. Champion's going to be much more than that, and it's Cynthia. Have you been keeping well? Thank you for Mount Coronet and the Distortion World. I'm truly grateful. Together, you and your Pokemon overcame all the challenges you faced, however difficult. It means that you've triumphed over any personal weakness too. The power you learned, I can feel it emanating from you. But that's enough talk. Let's get on with why you're here. As the Pokemon League champion, I accept your challenge. And welcome to one of the best music, which is, I keep saying that like every episode now. You just get the best music in this game. This game does have great music. Gens 4 and 5, best Pokemon music they ever did. Let's hit that Earthquake. I think that's the best thing we can start with here. Just going straight into it. Spiritomb is difficult to take out just because it has no natural weakness in this game. Obviously, Fairy type later on, but at least for this game, it doesn't have a weakness. And so getting rid of the Spiritomb now is gonna be a huge part into making this battle better for us. We've got Garchomp already. Alright, this is what we got you, Peaks. The point of getting you was for the Garchomp. So, I'm hoping it doesn't have Flamethrower or something. Maybe it'll go for like a Sandstorm first round, and I can just hit it with the... It's got Flamethrower! I mean... what can you do? It's 4 times effective. Alright, well, plan A didn't work. So, it's time for plan B. Toxic poison. Oh, wait. Oh, I just realized. Oh, we're gonna get absolutely destroyed here, aren't we? My plan B was, oh yes, we've got a Pokemon that has Toxic, and we can just Toxic Poison it and take it out. And that's just not worked, because the Pokemon we gave Toxic... Oh. And the problem is we could go into Shocky, who's got Flash, who's slower than a level 62 Garchomp. I mean, we can try it. Let's see what we can do. Let's try a Flash. It went for Dragon Rush instead of Earthquake. Still gonna... It didn't take us out. I mean, the Hail's going to, but there's a chance that Garchomp will miss attacks now, which will be very useful. Let's go into Shelly, because Shelly's got a bit of bulk. And I think what we can do is let's just work on... Let's work on the basis that of the moves, Dragon Rush would miss the most. I think we should work on the basis that we're probably going to want Needles, and then Shocky, and then Peaks. Because if we can hit another... If we can hit another Flash, then that would be really helpful. If we can hit off 2 Flashes, that'd be even better. And at least we've got a little bit of Hail whittling down Garchomp here. I don't think we should use a Max Revive, because I want to save that, because I'm going to sacrifice... I need to sacrifice someone. Probably Sharky. Because it'll default and go for Dragon Rush. And there's a chance, because that's 75 accuracy, there's a chance it misses. And we can then go straight... Well, we could potentially even get a move off, but I doubt we will be able to. So let's see what... If we can get a move off, we might actually be in a very good spot here. It... Oh, missed Earthquake as well. Oh, yes. Oh, yes! That is... made my day. That's just absolutely made my day. Now my Lodic's coming out. It's, you know, it doesn't get easier. It just... Sure, you've taken out the most difficult Pokemon, but here's another bunch of pseudo-legendaries to throw at you. I don't know if my Lodic technically is pseudo-legendary, but my Lodic is pretty darn strong. I know that much. And Wallace, that's Wallace's main Pokemon as well. but it is faster than us. Alright, we should... she'll go for the heal here. I think what we do is we go for the crunch and see if we can get the defense lowering. At the very least. If we can lower the defense, that will be to our benefit. That's great. I think it might try and use something like a brine, potentially. And if we heal up, obviously that won't do as much damage. It may just go for surf again, I don't know. But sometimes when you're just low enough, they'll use a move so they don't use the big move. Okay, well if Ice Beam is the secondary move that doesn't do as much damage, then what can you do? Although it did hit a crit. We might be in a little bit of a cycle with Shocky, waiting for Milotic to miss or try something else. I don't know, maybe maybe it has Recover or something like that. And we can then... It has Dragon Pulse. How much is that gonna do? We might be able to... I don't know. I don't think we live a Surf. Let's see what the Milotic's going to use. That's going to be key here. Because if it goes for another Dragon Pulse, I know I can take 2 of those. If it does go for Surf, I can't. And it went for Surf. We might just have to wait until the hail makes it so she uses another potion. That'll be really annoying, I think, for people watching, because that's not entertaining at all. Okay. What can we do? Because we're not faster than it. That's the problem. And now we're frozen solid. Well, like, you just can't win. How are we not faster than a Milotic? Now that I'm thinking about it. Big Cat versus Eel Thing. On land, the big eel thing does not have the advantage. Though I guess it just does, because Pokemon. We're also tempting fate here, because as soon as Milotic hits a critical hit Surf, that's us done. I need to come up with a different strategy. I'm gonna bring in Needles. Because I don't think she takes out Needles in one hit. And then I can heal up, and then I can use Thunderfang. She's also kind of just nearly in range where she might heal up, which would be nice. I mean, not right now, but maybe in a turn's turn. Alright, there goes Needles. I think she might heal up. But I'm gonna hit Thunderfang anyway. Now wondering if I should have just hit Crunch. Thunderfang comes off anyway. We're all fine. There were never any issues whatsoever. I wasn't worried. We've only taken out 3 Pokemon. Although, okay, Togekiss is coming out. What is that thing gonna do to us? Because I know that Togekiss... I love Togekiss. It's a great Pokemon. But it does make me wonder what on earth this thing's gonna do to us. Because... outside of the Aura Sphere... But we would be faster than it. If we do live in Aura Sphere... We could hit it with a Flash. We're not going to live the Aura Sphere. And hit a crit. Why are we... There's so many crits. So many crits today. It's Flying type and Normal type. So... Oh, we have no Pokemon. Okay. Let's use some revives. Sharky's going to have to basically be here to let us revive Pokemon. I'm gonna revive Shocky, Shelly, and Peaks. At least as much as I can. And then I'm for Sharky, I'm going to heal Sharky first. Because this is ridiculous. I think we can live one hit, so let's do Peaks first. Alright, Peaks, and then we heal Sharky, and then we revive another Pokemon. Although, in theory, I wonder if Sharky could do any damage to Togekiss, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I'm thinking about the other Pokemon after Togekiss. Togekiss is the last of the really tricky Pokemon that Cynthia has. I mean, not to say that her other Pokemon aren't strong or anything. But I could take out those Pokemon with one of my Pokemon, that being Inferno. So let's see what a Dragon Claw is going to do to the very bulky, I might add, Togekiss. I think we take it out. I think we take it out with Sharky, and then that's the end of it. We wouldn't have to worry. And then it's just the last two Pokemon. There we go. We have done it. That's Togekiss gone. Alright. And now I think she's just got... Okay, Lucario's coming out next. Which I was kind of hoping that would be the last Pokemon, but that's fine. It just alters what I'm gonna do a little bit. No, it doesn't. I am gonna go for the close combat. We've got the fist plate. I think we one-shot this thing with a close combat. It just means that we're a little bit more of a glass cannon defensively against her last Pokemon, which is probably gonna try and poison me first anyway. And I think we can one-shot that as well. So I think that's the battle over. Yep, Roserade coming out. And I just needed to mute there for a second because I had to cough. Oh man, so close, but burnt. it goes straight for the move. We're actually a bit weak. Not happy about that. Okay, Roserade. I was never gonna say that the Roserade would be a pushover, but I'm now a little bit worried. My hope was that we would take it out just like this. That was the plan all along. Just a few minutes ago, you were the most powerful challenger. And just now, you became the most powerful of all the trainers. You are our newest champion. That was excellent. Truly an outstanding battle. You gave the support your Pokemon needed to maximize their power, and you guided them with certainty to secure victory. You have both passion and calculating coolness. Together, you and your Pokemon can overcome any challenge that may come your way. Those are the impressions I got from our battle. I'm glad I got to take part in crowning Sinnoh's new champion. Come with me, we'll take the lift. The room ahead is the Hall of Fame.
Joey, your last battle was splendid.
Oh, hello, Professor Rowan.
A child I enlisted for my Pokedex project has come this far. It's only natural that I come, and I witness this child's crowning glory. Joey, I shouldn't call you a child anymore. You've grown into a real champion.
Professor, you still enjoy the enthusiasm kids bring to your research, don't you? Joey, step this way, please. Professor Rowan, please join us.
It's been a long time since I last entered this room.
If your last time here was when I became champion, then yes, that would be quite a long time ago. Joey, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Your names will be recorded for posterity here. What you are leaving are the memories of your adventure so far. It's time to record your names, you and your Pokemon. Remember, your Pokemon are partners that grew with you through many challenging battles. This machine will make a permanent record of your achievement.
And the team is Sharky, our Garchomp. We have Peaks, our Abomasnow. We have Inferno, our starter, our Infernape. We have Shelly, the Gastrodon. And we have Shocky, the Luxray. And finally, I think, Needles, the Drapion. But those weren't the only team members that we had, because we also had Lopunny, and we also had Staraptor. And we also had Bibarel as well. And without all of our Pokemon, we could not have gotten this far. And so with that I say, I'll see you in the post-game.